Stars will shine bright on Sunday night as two former MVPs get ready for a prime-time matchup. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs take on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do.
They're going to bury him in the backfield.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They find some open field here. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 122 yards.
Leading the league in rushing after week 1. You know he'd love to double down and continue that type of play here in week 2.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes caught, Kelsey, left side. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his fourth season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try and move forward in 2021. But let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Is a defense what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. They'll look to run with Freeman. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Well, they got down 7-0. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Still fighting for more. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Let's go.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes now on 1st down.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
The return is Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but as a kid.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Calais Campbell able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Come on, let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. Saquon Barkley, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Zach Wilson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC North. The Lions and Packers from Lambeau Field. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game. We can get deep, and that's exactly what's going on. But I don't think he thought if they could do that they'd be on the losing end.
They might need more of this air raid attack. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Jackson on first down. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on a...
And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line.
Patrick Queen
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Chris Jones on the stop.
2nd and 7.
Freeman again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Jackson, flush to his right.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
30 yards.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now in Baltimore.
2nd down and 3.
It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
Mike Rimmer's right tackle called for the infraction.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mahomes going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds Robinson, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson. DeMarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return is Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, fellas.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Throwing, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. They run. Devontae Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7. 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up second down. Mahomes. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Mahomes to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Finding Kelsey. Kelsey imposing his will, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And it's second down. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down. Here's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Going for it all. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.